we'll move on to a game that I started as a part of New Game Thursday, and that is the case of the Golden Idol. Let's get into that. Poor Prasnuts, our horse. Kind of wild that Zenless Zone Zero had way more content before hitting a paywall, right? Yeah. That was an interesting game, yeah. That was an experience. What build are you running? I'm Donut Witch Hat right now, but I know the meta is Snail Eyes Metal Screw, yeah. Well, I mean, eventually I'll be able to work my way up to Big Santa Hat, but I'm currently like Little Santa Hat, and then a blunt hanging out of the horse's mouth. Dude, if you could put a blunt in a horse's mouth, I would get all that DLC. If there was a blunt that you could have stick it in the horse's mouth, that'd be sick. Yes, horse gotcha. Sadly, I couldn't really parse what we were doing, but it seemed like a very interesting game. And you know what? I think if I liked horses just a little bit more, I would really stick in that, you know? I do think leaving that game, I have better vibes than when I was leaving the Murder of Sonic. That game made me kind of angry because I don't like platforming. And I do have better vibes than Valhalla. That game was a little too edgy for me. I would rather honestly play 2 more hours of the Secret of the Magic Crystal than 1 hour of either of those games. So, but that's okay. It's not because those games are bad. It's because they're just not my vibe. So, you got some good news today. Yesterday you called the local health place and you got an appointment for today. Now you have your Zoloft prescription increased and a referral for psychology to examine you for an official ADHD diagnosis. Ryan, let's go, buddy. Hell yes. Might be a bit loud. Let's cut that down a bit. Hell yes. That's what I like to hear. That is a bit loud, but I do like to hear it still. Okay. That is excellent news. I hope everything goes well with the official diagnosis. And congrats on getting your Zoloft prescription increased. Prasnut will be in the stable. It possibly. You know it'll be wild, Twaffle. You boot up the game, and it's like, there's bones in the corner, and there's a different horse there. And it's just like, what is this horse? And it's like, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That's Prasnut. And it's like, I see bones and a horn in the corner. No. That's Prasnut. You know, Prasnut. You love Prasnut. You loved Prasnut. And now you're going to be with Prasnut forever. You're never going to leave Prasnut again. You know, like, we could really... I'm going to talk to the folks at whatever the development company was. I think we can make something happen here with this horse game. We can make something happen here. But we're going to make things happen in the case of the Golden Idol today. Yes, it's Prasnut. You love Prasnut so much, remember? Prasnut has slept in your room watching you. If you're into weird political drama, conspiracy theories, magic and mysticism, let me tell you about the case of the Golden Idol. If you want a haunted ass game, this is a haunted thing. We've got secret societies. We have spontaneous combustion. We have anti-aging that's real. Like, literally getting reversed. So, here's our guy. This is not our guy. Let me show you our guy. This right here is Edmund Cloudsley. He is the eventual inheritor of the Golden Idol, which was stolen from an island by his great ancestor or something. Albert Cloudsley, who entrusted it to Sebastian Cloudsley. Sebastian Cloudsley fell from a horse and died. Was it Prasnut? Only time will tell. Prasnut's out here killing folks. Okay, so he fell from this thing. He left the Golden Idol scene here to an associate from a secret society. The associate's name was Willard Wright. But Edmund Cloudsley saw that happening, saw Willard Wright use the spontaneous combustion spell to light one of the men on fire, and decided he wanted that for himself. He is a politician, and he was in Parliament, and now he's running for, like, I don't know, some big office or something. I can't recall. In fact, instead of trying to recall, we'll go to the last completed chapter where we were finding out what everybody is up to. So, Cloudsley is trying to be the new prime minister. So, but he is under a new name. Lazarus Hearst is what he's going as. Lazarus Hearst. And he has his fellow secret order guys arranged this house party where the leader of the moderates and the leader of the loyalists got together. One of the secret initiative order magical mysticism guys killed the leader of the moderates, and then another one of them pinned evidence on the leader of the loyalists. So both of those gentlemen, who probably would have together ganged up on Hearst and ousted him from the prime minister role, they're both, one of them's going to jail and the other one's dead. So Lazarus Hearst, aka Edmund Cloudsley, is now going to be the prime minister in possession of this secret power. So we saw him have this meeting with the two men who just secured him this political position. And he's going to show them how he's been doing these miracles. He stole this from Walter Keane, who we've seen come up. Pinecone, thank you for the 5 years! Oh my god! I appreciate that. What would you like for your 5 years? How do I interest you in some of the 100 Ways to Praise Kids? This is a bit loud, also. Prasnut got turned into pineapple jello. Oh no. Delicious Prasnut. What would you care for, Pine, today? So good to have you here, by the way. So, Walter... Oh, no, sorry. This is Edmund Cloudsley, a.k.a. Lazarus Hearst. He can do so much more with this golden idol stolen from this island. And by the way, this gentleman here... let's get back inside the house. This gentleman here is from the very same island, I believe. I think his name was Ergen. Ergen Patu, maybe? Yeah, Ergen Patu is from... He's a Lemurian. He's from the same island that the idol was stolen from. And he came to this party in order to maybe retrieve some of the artifacts that were stolen from his island. You forgot about Victorian-era occult Boomhauer. How could you forget? Edmund Cloudsley. He's the guy. So it's time for a brand new chapter. The Triumph of Order. Okay. Usually there's a oh, damn, that guy got desiccated. The maid is not breathing, no apparent wounds. I think he had his water removed. The maid is not breathing, no apparent wounds. Okay. Oh, my second light bulb came on. That's amazing. It's a miracle. So, I love this game. This was suggested a few weeks back, I think by Dark Cloud, and I love it so much. This game is so much fun. I didn't know how much I enjoyed point-and-click games until I was playing this one. So, Prince of Dusk, like night, I am dark and full of terror. Okay. I do not fear love. Do not make that error. When you know my name, just look for my face. Okay, so there's nothing to click on here. We already have 12 clues out of 46. Blank. Oh no. Something days have passed, or months have passed, or years have passed since Order Party has seized power. During a tribunal XYZ. During a tribunal meeting, someone is judged to have the largest blank deduction in all tribunal history. To execute his punishment, something was used on him and he lost some number of, I'm guessing, years and died. There's a lot of material to be discovered here. Jesus. Okay. Time for more exploring. This game is a courtroom away from being an Ace Attorney game. Ace Attorney games are basically point-and-clicky kind of things that you like. You look at all the stuff and you examine all the witnesses and all that. Remember the second virtue. Okay, you don't want to be a pig. Oh my god, they had pig plushies at IKEA. And this little kid was on the floor and he had a pig plushie and he had a big, like, they have a huge, like, anaconda plushie there. And he was like, And he's going oink, oink, oink. And then he like moved the pig under the snake, so it looked, and then he kept moving it under and under and under all the way through the tail of the snake, so it looked like the pig was eating, the snake was eating the pig. So remember, the second virtue is not being lazy, I guess. And remember the third virtue, dressing in drag. Let's go. So, this is our guy. This is David Gorin, sometimes known as Ash Blair. Poor bugger. Oh, I need to take my medication, which I did not bring to my desk. 1 second, please. 1 sec. Why don't I have a pig plushie now? I almost got that Dunkle's Cog. Happy free Slurpee Day to you too, Pyrexis. Position 3, Tiny. Thank you. Right back. It's a long day. Oh. You got a Slurpee this morning? I'm not a big fan of Slurpees because it's like a lot of sugar at once. Wait, it says, I've never seen so much merit removed. Did they suck the merit out of this dude? Thanks, Swaffo. I should, you know what? I shouldn't just do it with a sip. I should have a good glug. Let's get that. Okay. Some mistakes are very costly. So it was either this guy who got sucked made a mistake, or it was a mistake to suck so much stuff out of him. So let's click on mistake. We have an Albion Frank note. A Frank bank note. Okay, interesting. And Mr. David Gorin, he is a citizen. He was born in 1752. He's an enforcer of the Order Party. History of infraction and obedience. Wow, they all have really weird, like... Oh man, merit. He had a secret compartment in his office locker. He denied the existence of the secret compartment and has loyal service in low-ranking position to the Order Party. Okay. What? Damn it. Position 3. Thank you, Tiny. Very funny. David Gorin again. So they have their own little passports or whatever, papers. We got a Mountain Dew Fusion today because we're out of most things. And for you, Pine, since you haven't picked yet, I'm going to give you some 101 ways to praise kids to thank you so much. You are sensational and also spectacular work always, Pine. Let me try position 1. Hold on. Position 1. Never mind, I don't care. So that's Mr. David Gorin, huh? Anybody else in this audience suspicious? I felt it in my bones that I should have drunk less. Now we poor souls experience God's wrath. Could their souls be sucked out? Could their bones be sucked out? I think their merits might be sucked out. So that's just a guy. I don't know who that guy is. This tribunal is a farce. They spread lies that my pure love is merely lust. And what do they know about art? Who are you lusting after? Such relief that they decided not to push any fashion charges. I hope the process is not painful. Maybe these 3 are like under arbitration. Here's another member of the cast that we have seen before. I think his name is like David Maker or something. No, I'm thinking of David Gorin. His name is like something Maker. Let's go see in the past act who he was. Mr. Maker show up here. I think you might have. There he is. So, that's Nicholas Maker. And he was first the executor of the will of Sebastian Cloudsley, but I guess since Edmund Cloudsley, aka Lazarus Hearst, had seen him before and trusted him, he like folded him in. He was like, maybe I can con this guy. Alrighty, so Nicholas Maker is a thing of beauty to see order prevail. If it were not against the first virtue, I would feel very happy. Is happiness against the virtue? It is a murder mystery game and a puzzle game, Zelda. The puzzle is putting things together in this, like, you have to explain what has happened, and you drag, like, pieces of your dialogue and stuff there that you've picked up. Words that you've learned from folks you can then slot into the places. And it's also, you know, the murder mystery. Somebody always is dying. So, very interesting. Nicholas, I'd wager you feel the new regime rewards your diligence now. So tell me why I saw you spend more than 3 shillings on new clothes after I asked you not to lend me money and after I asked you to lend me money and you said you had none to spare. I suggest you lend me some now, unless you want me to write up an official report about the 4th virtue breach, your beloved brother. Hold on. The 3rd virtue is about fashion. Is the 4th virtue about money? Okay. Mr. Nicholas Maker, born in 1757. He is a record keeper of the Ordered Party. He has labeled a protocol as being on a Thursday, even though it was on a Wednesday. That's a simple mistake, but I guess if you're the record keeper, that's bad. Took a double-length lunch break in the office, and has had loyal service in low-ranking position to the Order Party, plus 10 merit. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to do math about what thing costs what. We're gonna do math, y'all. Because David Gorin... These must be worth 1 or 0 points each. And then this is worth 10. And these might be worth 3 each, or one might be worth 2 and one might be worth 4, that kind of thing. By the way, it says welcome to the chat room. I must have disconnected from the chat. I'm terribly sorry, y'all. Hope I haven't missed anything. Weekly Order Party of the People's Tribunal number 42. 42, and it's weekly? I think 42 weeks have passed. Let's slot that in. 42 weeks? How many months is that? You got that too? Okay, it might be a Twitch-wide thing then, Twafo. Okay, let's grab the word merit. Okay. 6 culprits are brought to the tribunal. Tribunal is opened. Each culprit's charges are evaluated and merit changes are calculated. Culprit 1's merit extraction starts at 1510. 1520, the second culprit's merit extraction starts. 1535, the third culprit's merit extraction. Merit extraction? I think they sucked the merit out of this gentleman. I think they're aging. Oh my god. I think Edward Cloudsley is sucking the life out of people so he can beam it into David Gorin himself and everybody else who serves him. Because David Gorin has looked like this for a long time. 1752, huh? And what year is it right now? So he's 40 right now, 1752. How long have I seen David? Oh, we're up here. Hold on. Can I go back down, please? Oh, Lord have mercy. I don't know how to get out of here. Okay, we'll go down. Ooh, is it only up and down today? Okay. This is gonna be a lot of math then. Alright. I think they're sucking the life out of people. Alright, let's see what other... I mean, we're missing 23 more clues? Oh, so maybe this door leads us somewhere too. What are you insinuating, James? I would never breach the 4th virtue. You know damn well that I keep no secrets. He has a bunch of Albion Frank banknotes. Dear Arbiter Coke, I am writing to inform you that our regiment's colonel was seen with another officer's wife in a potentially intimate situation. We implore you to send your agents to investigate this potential flouting of the 1st virtue. It's gonna be notebook time, I think. Gonna need to crack out the old notebook. We're gonna have to identify what the virtues are. Okay. This game has big notebook energy, thankfully. Okay, here's his passport. Lord Alistair Coke, Arbiter of the Order Party, born in 1745. He slapped a sergeant in anger. He listened to marching music in his manor, so I guess that's a listening to music? Listening to music is an infraction? It's weird. But he has had loyal service to the Order Party in a high-ranking position worth 20 merit. Oh, what tough. But somebody's been sleeping with somebody's wife. That is music to my ears, Alistair, but do control your emotions. We as arbiters of order must never violate the first virtue. Is the first virtue feeling? This is Dr. James Turner, born in 1747. He drank a full bottle of brandy at a picnic. He kept the book Legacy of the Rose Dynasty in his study. That sounds like something MASH was talking about. Something of the Rose? Name of the Rose? Or something like that? Loyal service to the party in the high-ranking position. Okay. And, dear Dr. Turner, I must regretfully inform you that during your absence from party business, your senior assistant Daniel has demonstrated extreme untidiness and thus has breached one of the virtues. From junior assistant Toby. God, everyone's just tattling on each other, it looks like. Walter Keane is still around? I wonder if Walter Keane got sucked. That might be Walter Keane down there, because Edmund Cloudsley, aka Lazarus Hearst, took the golden idol away from Keane. So, Walter Keane, culprit Walter Keane, birth year 1758. Charges: flirted 3 times with different married women during the party convention, wore ridiculous headgear at 5 public events, claimed he had not betrayed High Arbiter Lazarus during his ritual of ascendance, has been expelled from the party of order. Who the heck is... Wow! Fangor Quinn. What is this sexy picture? Claimed he had no wife, has a painting depicting a naked person in his house, broke his wife's favorite teapot in anger, and was observed spending a night with a neighbor's wife. Wow. The Name of the Rose! That's by Umberto Eco? That's why it sounds familiar. Lothar Richards. Oh, that's... We ran into Lothar Richards. Is this on my thinking thing? It's not. We don't have to ID any of these people. That's a shock. Lothar Richards was at the little house party that Edmund Cloudsley held a little while back when he was courting a young woman. Mr. Richards' daughter, in fact. He held a dinner party a few years ago where he offered large amounts of wine to his guests. He got angry during the questioning and shouted at the High Arbiter. And, I see, he revealed the whereabouts of his hiding fugitive dissident daughter, Mary. Mary's factoring back into this. Let me show you Mary. You might remember Mary at the dinner party. She's iconic. This is Mary. This is horrible. She's kind of booby. And we learned that Peter Batley, who is Edmund Cloudsley's cousin, was flirting with her. But also, so was Edmund Cloudsley, aka Lazarus Hearst himself. I mean, she's like decades, certainly decades younger. Even more so now, considering Edmund Cloudsley has de-aged himself. Edmund Cloudsley should be, like, dead. He's that old. So he was flirting with this younger woman. Interesting that Cloudsley is maybe still pursuing her. And it looks like Peter Batley married Mary. Let's hear about Josh Bailey. Oh, but Josh Bailey, born in 1755. I don't know if we've run into a Josh Bailey yet. Yeah, more like Edmund Oldsley, right? He left his work at Tannery early. He drank excessive amounts of gin at the Scrawny Cat, drank excessive amounts of rum at the Old Oak, approached a married woman with an indecent offer, and was denied 4 times during questioning that he's of the sex. That's just kind of funny, though. Horatio Webb? Oh, no, sorry. Horace Webb. I don't think we've heard that name either. Has not held down a job since the new regime. Evaluated as 60 instances of non-work. Claims he works in his castle helping his servants clean it. Possesses 15 books kept in his library. You can't have books? Has expressed his willingness to donate his castle to the party. Evaluated as 200 merit. Horace Webb. Count Horace Webb. I don't know if we've run into Horace Webb. Then Gideon Bell, that blue-haired guy from the previous thing. He's a duke, eh? Wears an outrageous hairstyle. His hair is silly. Broke down in tears 10 times during questioning. has refused to start working, evaluated as 5 instances of job skipping, and rejected the High Arbiter's request that he share information of a secret entrance to the castle of his cousin, the Sovereign. Is Horswife a sovereign? Who's a sovereign? I'm gonna have to figure out British politics real quick. Okay, 4 maxims of virtue. Observe the 4 virtues to avoid losing merit. Okay. We got some more. Are these children being taught? Also, behind my camera, there is a safe with a lock on it, just like at Cloudsley's house. So he probably still has the key to that. He might blast these folks with the idol. Wait, he might have already blasted these folks with the idol. If he sucked the age out of that guy down there, if he sucked the youth out of him, he might... This guy might have been youthified. Okay. Remember the second virtue, store confiscated objects and evidence according to the virtue breached. There's brandy and opium in this. So the first virtue is about not consuming substances. The second virtue, I think, has to do with, like, not spending a lot of money. Like, don't be a spendthrift. I don't know. But the second virtue has 3 pounds of butter for 25 pence. The tiller is 6 pence. The total cost is 29 pence. Well, wait. 25 and 6. That doesn't add up. That would be 31. So why did it cost 29? Is that cheating people? Is that cheating people money? A violin? I just want this on my desk. This little poop in the pot gnome. Okay, where'd you get this picture of me? Wait, this is a picture of a gnome pooping in a pot? And this is a picture of Gideon Bell painted by Jasmine Nightwings. Love her. Can't wait to play as her in my new D&D campaign. But we knew a violinist back at the murder of Willard Wright. What have you come into? My new avatar. This is me now. In everything but physical form, this is me. I'm a very chubby gnome that's really straining on the pot. So, like, in art, I think indulgences in art is number 3. And then number 4 is a book titled Stories and a book titled Autumn Tales. I think reading is bad. Does he have a sausage for a nose? He's got a good sniffer. What can I say? Silence. You'll perform your function as much as it is required. It is paramount to ensure order in our society. Okay, it's been set to crook, s'mores, line. Let's see about that. Okay. Time. Reverse aging. Regeneration. I think he's sucking up the youth of these people. I think it's a painting, Dave. I don't think it's a photograph. Hi, Free Infinity, by the way. Good to see you. No matter where you go, this idol is followed by violin. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. This is aging. I think he's gonna take the youth out of these people. In all truth, Lord High Arbiter, I prefer storing no more than this. Storing. The London Gazetteer, 1795. Since year 1792, when it gained a majority in Parliament, it liberated our government from multi-party chaos. So the Order just abolished the party system. The Order Party has worked hard to improve society. Despite the vast popular support for the party, His Majesty refuses to acknowledge the authority of the party's tribunal. Okay, so the king doesn't want to recognize Lazarus. High Arbiter Lazarus Hurst has announced that in 2 months, the party and its supporters will participate in a peaceful march to the king's residence to demonstrate their virtue of moderation. They're going to kill the king. That's the next bit, is they're absolutely killing the king. I am honored to have the Party upkeep the 4 virtues. I only hope sitting here all day does not count as sloth. That's probably virtue like 1 or something. Oh, what are they writing? Tobacco. The worst jobs in this one. Thank God tobacco is not considered an indulgence. A bit boring though. Too bad literature is forbidden. What are you doing, Lazarus? What are you doing? Wait, why did that zoom in on me? I am not making any... We found every clue. Okay. Okay, well... Regicide here. We're killing folks. Time for numbers and such. Okay. Virtues. Okay. So, let's go back to exploring. Let's look at what's in each thing. So, drinking is a no-no. Where is the drinking? I mean, indulgence. We know literature. All literature is punished. Oh, vulgar music is probably punished for that one. Let me get some music. That is music to my ears, said somebody. Fashion. Art, maybe? What the hell could that... sloth is one of these. Wait, the virtue is sloth? That doesn't seem right. This guy said he's afraid of doing something at work. I hope sitting here all day does not count as sloth. Yeah, Tiny's zooming in on me. Tiny's investigating me. At work, sloth will be punished. Mistakes, I think, will be punished. Because we know mistakes will be punished. Is there any lies these folks have told? Anger, like excessive emotions, is punishable. I think untidiness at work is punishable. I think lust falls under the first virtue. Let's go see these gentlemen down here. Fashion. Wait, hold on. That guy said something. They didn't push any fashion charges. You know, his outfit is wild. My love is purely lust. What do they know about art? The third virtue. I mean, look at that. Let's zoom out. We gotta get more of me. You're gonna take off? Alrighty, Zelda. I hope you work through what you're going through right now. I'm sorry you're going through it too. I appreciate you being here and talking things out with us. I hope you do feel better, and I hope you can get some work that respects you. You've done well, Zelda. You're gonna do great. I know it. What in tarnation is this game? Oh, let me show you my favorite picture from this game. You ready? This is a forbidden image. You better not have any poop in the pot gnomes on your desk at work, Nat, or I'll be upset. So music and art seems forbidden. Vulgar music, art, and fashion is punishable. And the other one was a picture of a piggy sleeping, right? Let's go get that sleeping piggy. This is number 2, the second virtue. So, sloth, mistakes, and untidiness. Fourth virtue, all... Oh, diligence must be. Diligence at work, right? Beauty is that virtue. Oh, secrets should be punished as well. Let's go upstairs and look at that thing. Secrets, you can't keep secrets. But it's like literature. Store comes according. Okay, so the second virtue is about you can't make a mistake. It has to be in the right thing. And it has to be stored. So that's where untidiness thing I think is. Oh, moderation has to be number 1. No excess. 4th virtue. Secrets. And maybe lies. I am so good. Can you take a look at that? Damn, dude. And have a good night to you as well, you, and thank you for being here. That picture of the gnome pooping is something your dad would put in the bathroom. I want to put it behind. I need to hang it and put it behind me. Oh, you don't have a desk, Nat? You need to get a desk and you get a picture of this guy on there. I feel great. Punishment for this is minus a certain amount of merit. Okay. Okay, it's on. Let's see here. Yes, you better not be crying it up. A boy was... Gideon Bell was crying during his sentencing, and then because of that, he got demerits, So, let's see here. We're going to start with the pamphlets of folks that we know about. So, Alistair Coke. 11 total. Plus 20... for high ranking. The anger and the music. That's 2 different things. So we'll do minus triangle for anger. Or why don't I do minus A for anger? No, do minus... No, I can't do 1 because then I'll think it's the actual number. Minus A for anger. Minus C for music. Okay, equals 11. All right, we're gonna do some algebra, baby. Are you ready for a hot algebra action here on Twitch? When's the last time y'all bust into some algebra? X equals Y minus 2. Let's see here. James Turner. Plus 20 for high ranking. Minus A for Brandy. And minus D for reading. Alright. You do a lot of algebra when you do programming, huh? Okay. I guess that does involve a lot of problem solving. Algebra sounds like something... Oh, an algebra? I would love that. That's a cute idea. A mermaid math teacher with her algebra. Can't help but notice Mr. Lazarus doesn't have his own little passport he has to carry around. Anybody else? So these folks don't have passports. Who could they be? I think they got de-aged. We do also have some of these. I know Lothar Richards has received 15 merit, but is that enough to... Oh, is that a locket of her hair? That's nuts. The hell are you doing? Now let's see these folks' passports. Now what does this mean? Prince of Dusk, like night, I am dark and full of terror. I do not fear love. Do not make that error. When you know my name, just look for my face. Was there crime poetry? I wonder. We also have David Gorin. We know about him. Somebody call the devs for Monster Prom. Yes, let's get an algebra math teacher in there. An algebra mermaid. Algebra comes into play a lot in custom framings. That's so fine. Right, plus 10 low ranking. Secret compartment, that's gonna be a minus D secrets. And then minus what for lies? That's another minus D for lies. Interesting. This better be an even number. Okay, equals 8. Oh, I didn't see what James Turner's thing equals. Equals 12. Okay. So they have to equal the same thing. I'm thinking it's 2 when you do not obey the truth, which is weird. That seems like it should be the most important thing. But maybe David is always lying anyway, and so they let him get away with a lot. What about Nicholas Maker? Plus 10 for low ranking. The last time we did algebra on the show, I think I was solving the puzzle in Super Mario RPG, where you have to decide between the Boo, the Goomba, the fish, and the Dry Bones, which one of them finished the race first. I think that's great. That's excellent. You know, I hope my math teachers are proud of me. Okay. So, infractions. Labeled a protocol as being wrong, so that's a mistake. Mistakes are, so that is a minus B mistake. And that should be probably a minus B as well. Unless it's an indulgence, which I don't know. Plus 10, so he ended up at 4. Let's see if we can find out. Wait, we don't have any B's yet except for that. Let's see. A is the anger. Anger and brandy. One of these has to be I'm thinking that's okay. Oh, D must be only 1 point. Because David Gorin did 2 things wrong. He had 10 points to start. He did 2 things wrong. He lied and he had secrets. And he ended up with 8 points. So D has to be 1 point each. A must be worth a considerable amount. So James Turner starts off with 20 points. He then read, which minuses 1 point. So 20 minus 1 minus A equals 12. Oh, I'm doing my algebra wrong. Let's see. 20 minus 1 is 19, so was A 7 points? Okay. So then, 20 minus 7 would be 13. So C must... Hold on. What would I say? 20 minus C. Did we forget C? No, A. 20 minus 7 is 13. He ends up with 11, so C must be 2. So finally we have diligence. Nicholas Maker. I'm not sure exactly what his crimes count as. I'm gonna guess a double length. Is that both B's? Could be a B and a B. Making mistakes and taking a double length lunch break feels like both B's to me. So I'm gonna guess those are 5. Let's see. One of these slots is wrong. So it may not be that. If that's not a lunch break, but it is instead excessive indulgence, then let's say he starts off with 10 for being a low rank. What does he end up with? He ends up with 4. No. It's gotta be 3 then. Okay. Hell yes. Algebra is going hot, guys. We are doing our math. Okay, let's apply some things. Fangor Quinn, who the hell is that even? Nobody knows. I don't know who Fangor Quinn is. Okay, Fangor. He lied about his wife. So that's gonna be a D. He has a painting. That's vulgar art. That's a C. If I'm not mistaken. Broke his wife's teapot in anger. That's gonna be an A. And was observed spending a night with the neighbor's wife. That's an A. Okay. So, that's gonna be... Not the teapot, right? How could he? About the wife he lied about. I'm a mathematician, you better believe it. Is that not him in the painting? I wish Fang... You know what, Fangor Quinn? You think this is Fangor Quinn? I wish it was. I think it's just a picture of a naked person. But I wish the picture of the weird goblin on the pot was him, too. Fangor Quinn, you have made several sins. Let us tally them. You've got 1, 2, 7, and 7. 14, 15, 16, 17. Now, when you say he received merits, oh, it's going to be minus 17. That's not where that goes. Minus 17. Okay. Walter Keene, who I bet Lazarus was trying to kill. All right. Flirted with 3 different women. Is that 1 crime or 3 crimes? Yes, he has 2 wolves inside of him. 1 naked painting person and 1 pot goblin. I think that's inside all of us, really. So, Keene. That's going to be 1A at least. 1C. For the headgear, that's vulgar fashion. Lying, which is just a 1. Is a D. So minus 1. Unless they might count the counts, honestly. I think they want me to GMath here. I think they want me to GMath. Okay. I think this is going to be an extraordinary number. So, 8 times 3, 7 times 3 is 21. Yes, okay. C times 5, that's going to be 10. D, 1 is 1, so that is 32. I wonder if they separate these boxes. Damn, they do. That's great. Loving it. Let me put myself up here. Okay, how you doing today, by the way, Dawn? Do you enjoy point-and-click adventures like this? You know what I feel like we should do? Because I'm just talking about murder mysteries, and it's going to be hard for you all to not be able to talk about something in the meantime. Because you can't be like, I think he did that, without spoiling something. So let's say, who's somebody you really admire? I'm breaking out my icebreaker questions for this. Who's somebody you really admire? You can't say me. Without saying me, who's someone you really admire? I would love to know. Alright, Lothar Richards. Let's see, as I look into Lothar Richards' thing. So he has held a party a few years ago, so that's Richards. You have tons of these. It is hard to think of one, right? How about, is there a musical artist you admire, Twafo? Some of you are like, oh, it's hard to do that because when they're a famous person, you're like, please don't get canceled. Please don't get canceled, you know? Richards, minus A, and then plus 15. So A is 7, if I'm not mistaken. So that's going to be a minus... Set minus plus 15. It's just gonna be 0, 1. Oh, it's a plus 0, 1, by the way. He's in the positive by 1 point. You'd think Colonel Custer did it with a clothes iron in the kitchen. You admire? Let's do a quick Google, yeah. Somebody I admire, somebody who's working hard out there. Doing good work. I admire IKEA for having a rainbow cake. I think that's really brave, and I bet it was delicious. What about you all? Josh Bailey, let's see about this Creepazoid. Bailey. Left worked early, so that's going to be a minus B. Drank excessively, that's a minus A. Drank excessively, that's a minus A. Approached a married woman with a decent offer, that's a minus A. And lied 4 times, so that's a minus DX4. Okay. So, that's minus 3, minus... Oh, actually the A is minus 7, minus 7, minus 7. So that's 21. 22, 23, 24. 28. Minus 28. Got me doing math over here. I love math. So good. You admire the Snickers ice cream bar you had 5 minutes ago. Did you get a big pack of those? An easy one is Kathleen Hanna. Tell me about Kathleen Hanna. And you admire your mom? Okay, cool. What qualities in your mom do you admire most? What do you wish you could take from your mom's qualities, you know? You appreciate they actually use the rainbow cake to support local LGBTQ orgs, not just like a cash grab. Exactly, yeah. A fairly superficial pick from you, but you like the voice actor Logan Cunningham. He's voiced major characters in every Supergiant game. Oh, sick! Who did he do in Hades 1? Kathleen Hanna was friends with Kurt Cobain from Nirvana and teased him that he smelled like Teen Spirit, a deodorant, and that's why he made the song. She would like create spaces for women at her shows, asking the dudes to go to the back. That's kind of sick, Twafo. That's a good thing. That's a great person. Creating space and holding space for people, I feel like, is really important. Being like, oh, sorry, I just want to make sure like these folks get in and they have a good time. That's important. Okay, cool. You bought a 12-pack. How quickly do you think you're going to go through those Snickers bars? You admire your mom's ability to not spend money. And you admire her for raising you on her own and keeping you alive. That's pretty great. You know what? I hope you get an opportunity to tell her that, Mash. You think of... I mean, I admire my folks a lot. I admire my brothers. Like, my brother's always figuring out what's going on in the geopolitical world. I really appreciate that. He's got a huge heart and cares about everybody. I admire my mom's tenacity. She had to like basically grow up through an extremely rough environment, and she came out with so much compassion. I find amazing. Like, something that would have toppled people. She like broke the cycle of toxicity in her family by being like a good person. Not to say that everybody in her family is like bad or anything, but like she had a really tough path that she had to walk, and was able to get through that and not become embittered by it, just trying to be better from it. And I admire my dad's hard work. I think he's done such an amazing job working all his life for the good of other folks, you know, and finding love in that too. You really love Chapel Roan. She's becoming really popular. She's from the Midwest, and wherever she goes, she hires local drag queens for her show. She's queer and makes her concerts and music a safe space. I've heard so much about Chapel Roan. I gotta listen to her music. I heard so much about that Pink Pony Party that I was like, should I name the title of my stream Pink Pony Party as we play this magical crystal game? I think that would have been great. He did Hades, Poseidon, Achilles, the narrator, and Asterius? All of those voices for Hades 1? That's wild. That's amazing. Please come to the Pink Pony Club. I heard that song makes folks cry. Alright, Josh Bailey, I think we got his sinning card down. Now we gotta go to Horace Webb, okay. Mr. Webb. I don't know. I'm pretty biased, Dave. I think that the family is pretty good, yeah. Wow, I have to say, that's quite a range when it comes to voice acting to do all those characters. I love that. They're nailing it. Do they feature heavily in Hades 2? And when is Hades 2 coming out? I need it. Let's see about Mr. Webb. No job. So that's negative. So, that's B times 60. Claims he works in his castle, so that's maybe a lie. Possesses 15 books, so that's gonna be... Is that a C? No, literature, okay. D... Wait, which one is this a lie? Maybe that's a D then. D times 15. And then, plus 200. Okay, 200 minus 76. Hope my math is right. Yes, it was early access. I feel like it's only been 2 months in early access, Twafo. Pastel, apparently Chapel Roan's been releasing music for like the last 4 years, but she's just now kind of gaining popularity. I was actually listening to a podcast today talking about her. Let's make that a 9. Let's make... Well, I don't know how to take away some reason. So it's 100. Instead of taking away, let's just try to add something to make 200. 124? That seems about right. That... Can I put the 1 there? You can't. It's got to be a negative. My math is wrong. 124 plus 76. Oh, it should be. Okay, I'm wrong about math. Oh, maybe I didn't. Oh, B times 60 is a lot more. Okay. 3 times 60 is a lot. Okay, 0 and then 3 times 6. That's going to be a 12. No, it's not. It's going to be 18. 180. Okay. 200 minus 195? 180 plus 15 plus 1. 6, 9. Oh, damn, a dude has 4 merits. He is holding on by a thread. We all love math, don't we? So he's really good. He voices another notable character in 2, and the narrator is in every other Supergiant game. Do they sound distinct from each other? Because I played Bastion back in the day. It took me a very long time to go from Bastion to Hades. And I didn't play any of the other games in between, but I remember there being kind of an old, wily narrator. 3 times 60 equals a lot. That didn't get you any credit in school, though, NRL. I appreciate you helping me do the math, though. Her album, The Rise and Fall of Midwest Princess, is just fire and is so openly queer. Love that. You haven't followed her since the start, but you got in there last year with some of her singles. That's excellent. I mean, I don't think anyone's going to be like, whoa, I can't believe you haven't been listening to her music since she was performing in a parking lot, you know? Mr. Gideon Bell. Where are we at with Gideon? Okay. Hair, so that's going to be a Bell. Let's see. Bell. There's noise. Bastion was cool. Yeah, I want to try out Transistor. I want to try out, was it Pyre is the one about basketball, but it's not basketball. It's like you're gonna be like that because you gatekeep music very hard. You're a real piece of work. That's all. Oh no, you had a good time with Transistor the first time you played it, but then the game broke and it didn't work for you. That is very strange. Did you play that via Game Pass? Because sometimes that could be tough. Yeah, Pyre is about it's like fantasy basketball. The narrator with the southern drawl is him. Transistor makes for a good gameplay transition between Bastion and Hades. Yeah, when I was recommended Bastion, folks are like, this is one of the greatest games ever. And I was like, this is pretty okay. Hades, definitely one of the best games ever, for sure. Alrighty, Mr. Bell. Outrageous hairstyle, that's going to be a C. That's a minus C. Cried 10 times, that's A times 10. Refuse to start working, that's 5 instances of B. B times 5. Rejected the Arbiter's request that he share information of a secret entrance. Now, what could that be? Could that be a secret? Yeah, that's a minus D. Okay, so that's minus 2. A times 10 is minus 70. B times 5 is minus 15. And minus 1 for D. Okay, so that is 85, 86, 87, 88. Minus 88 points for poor Gideon Bell, who was last seen hanging out with Ergen Patu, the gentleman from Lemuria. He was the diplomat from Lemuria. Did I say 82? It can't be 82. Nope, I've lost my number. Okay. That's 85, 86, 87, 88. Okay, 88. God of numbers over here. Cool. Alright, everything's filled in here correctly at least. Now, it's time to figure out who this is and what happened to him. Now to do that, we have to kind of look at this notice. There, 6 culprits have been brought to the tribunal. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if it's in that order though. Okay. I'm gonna figure out which of these 3 men. I think those 3 men that we've seen are Fangor Quinn, Josh Bailey, and Horace Webb. You're typing this on a typewriter. That must be difficult, yeah. Pyre is like 90% lore, 10% okay basketball game in your experience. I feel like Supergiant is so good at doing like making such relatable characters that I'll do any kind of gameplay for it, honestly, because I loved Hades so much, and I would never in my life play a roguelike game, because especially a game with that much action. Looking at Hades, I was like, how do people even know what's going on in this game? It's so fast. But then playing Hades, I'm like, I must kill more demons so I can kiss a boy. And then kiss a girl, maybe, afterwards. I must kiss everyone who this character is not related to. So, I need to increase my relationship with my dad. You know. Alright, we got Fangor Quinn. Josh Bailey. And Horace Webb. I'm thinking it was I think it was Mr. Walter Keene who got sucked up. Who had the least total? Who would, like, absolutely get zapped? It's either Gideon Bell who got killed or Walter Keene. I'm betting you it's Keene, though. Is Bell in hiding? What about Keene? He's been expelled, so I think it might freaking be Bell. The largest deduction in all tribunal history. Oh my god. That's Gideon Bell. Why did he kill poor Gideon Bell? The poor bastard. Wow, that's nuts. I think he lost life. Okay, now we need to decide how many years has passed since the order was created. Going up to the room. 1970. Wait, since the order was created? No, seize power. Okay, never mind. 1792. It's been 3 years. 3 years have passed since the Order Party seized power. During the tribunal, Gideon Bell is judged to have the largest merit deduction in all of tribunal history. To execute his punishment. Oh, maybe Idol was used on him? Or, I think Idol was used on him and he lost something and died. I think he lost bones? Maybe he lost years and died? Oh, wait. No, I think we're right. It's weird we have all these names, though. I guess it's just so you can pick one out of them. Did he lose merits? Well, let's throw that in there just for fun. I don't think merit should be used twice, but like, did my dude lose his bones? I think he lost his life. Like, age. I think he got shriveled. He was an extremely young man. Prince of Dusk, like night I am terror, and like night I am dark and full of terror. I do not fear love. Do not make that error. Mistake. Feeling. Man, maybe this is something that... When you know my name, just look for my face. When you know my name, look for my face? Oh, wait. When you know my name, look for my face. We did get to see his face among some of that evidence, right? When you know my name, look for my face. There's his face. Before Bastion came out, Giant Bomb did a weekly check-in with Supergiant. They revealed that Bastion's concept came from a D&D campaign. When they were grayboxing the game, the enemies were PNGs of enemies from a D&D book. Really? It was D&D inspired! And that's so unrealistic. The inbreeding was standard in Greek pantheon. They're trying to keep it kosher for the modern audience, though, you know? Try not to have the aunts and the nephews kiss, and I respect that majorly. When you see my name, look for my face. Stories, Autumn Tales. Oh, there he is. Oh, this must be him at dusk, the Prince of Dusk, right? That's probably him. But like, what was removed? Jasmine Nightwings. I hope we run into her because she sounds cool as hell. She sounds so emo. That looks like his jacket too. I think his life got stolen, dude. I think he lost years. I think he lost years. Now, but what? How many years was lost? Or souls? He lost souls? Did he drop his souls? I'm not really sure what's going on here. But one soul and died? A lot of that is wrong. What could he have lost? What did he lose? Daniel has been untidy. I mean, he could have lost money. But I don't see the points of that. They don't confiscate any money. What was his crimes again? Belle. Wearing a bad hairstyle. Crying. Not working. And lying. That sucks. He is like the biggest criminal. That's wild. His hair was removed. Actually, I mean, it technically was removed. I'm so proud you did the bathroom and the kitchen, keeping the floors for tomorrow. Now it's time for a delicious sandwich. I gotta know what's going on in this sandwich. Jasmine Nightwings, you think she was one of your regular customers back at Hot Topic? Did she steal the belt buckles? I feel like she might have gone in and pilfered those belt buckles. And thank you so much, Just Came Here, for reminding me to drink some water. I think I might grab a hint because I'm not really sure what he could have lost. Oh, I gotta do this too. Okay, so that's Lothar. This is David, as we know. Peter is here. Lazarus is here. This is a fan. This is a dagger. This is a proud beast. This is Mr. Maurice, who used to play the fiddle. Walter Keane, the gentleman. This is a flask. This is Oscar. This is the scalpel. Now we gotta find out what he lost on the cause of death. I am shuddering, dear friend. Just find out what the victim looked like when he was alive and consider what dark deeds have happened here. I think he either lost hair or years. But how many years? Did it say when they were born? What is this, by the way? Hair or years? Oh, it's time to feed my dog, by the way. Hair or years? Well, hair isn't in here. It's gotta be years. I think he lost years. But how do you measure the amount of years? So, it's a certain amount of years. Maybe he lost 99 years. Between 1775. Let me scroll down as well. Oh, she went after the fishnets. Was she always stealing those fishnets? Good to see you, Snake. Horse game I soft locked because I wouldn't go get the DLC. A croissant, deli meat, salad, and Nando's mayo. Is that a little spicy? That sounds very good. Between 1775 and 95. That's 20 years? He was 20 years old, it seems like. If he was born in 1775 and in 1795. He was 80 years. Everything is correct. It's the numbers that are wrong. Maybe he lost 88 years? It's proportional to his demerit. You get aged depending on your demerits. That's so nuts. The Order Party has seized power now and enforces the 4 maxims of virtue. So they can just suck years off of anybody. For a stupid thing. Like, showing excess emotion is the most demerits you can get. Lying is the least. Lying, reading books, keeping secrets. In a society of secrets, of course it makes sense to punish at the least. And to, like, control people and, I guess literally just punish anybody you want to. You can be like, you drank too much. You cried. I'm taking this year off your life. Slacking at work, not obeying the party is the second most thing, and possessing art or listening to music is just a little bit of an infraction, so. Wow, that's a great way to steal. Listening to music, kids freaking love doing. Not working, they don't want to work. They're kids. Feeling emotions? Of course. The young Duke Gideon Bell was judged during the tribunal to have lost 88 merits. The High Arbiter of the party, Lazarus Hurst, used the idol to decrease his youth by 88 years, thus making him 108, which resulted in his death. Then he's using their youth to make the people around him younger. Let me stay and explore because I think Lothar Richards and Horace Webb must be up here. That is Lothar Richards. Have you run into Horace Webb before? Horace Webb must be the author of the Gazette. Let me just see if Webb signed this this thing over here. And of course he'd want the press on his side. It makes so much sense, dude. This has to be Webb. But that's Lothar Richards. He became a child, basically. Man, dude. The perfect multi-level marketing scheme. Lothar Richards sold out his daughter Mary, who Edmund Cloudsley, aka Lazarus, was trying to get with. And he earned 200 merit points for doing that. Wow, man, I tell you. This game is nuts. I need to feed my dog. And when we come back, I'm playing more of this. And, oh, looks like an initiate is here. You can't see it. It looks like there's an initiate with a gun. This is of the old order. It could be Walter Keene. If there's a hat in his possession, it might be Walter. A slight delay in the peaceful march to the king's castle. They want to... The parliament, the New Order party, wants to march to the king's castle to demonstrate to him how moderate they are. You gotta be kidding me with all this, dadgummit! All these little points of articulation. Oh my god. Ryan, I'm gonna take this sip of water and then I gotta go to the freaking bathroom because I'm full of wawa. You'd be like a million years old? Exactly. Exactly, Zave. Wow, this is so sick. This game is very beefy, Snake, and I'm loving it. When we come back, we're going to find out who got murdered here and why and what the golden idol is being used for next. Thank you so much for joining me during this, by the way. This has been so enjoyable. I'll see y'all soon. Anyway, our grandpa stopped being a professor because of that. Forget all that, though. It's time for some, Case of the Golden Idol. Let me tell you what you might have missed. We solved the mystery going on in the establishment of the New Order. Your boy, Edward Cloudsley, is at it again, posing again as Lazarus Hearst. He is the leader of now the only party in Parliament, and he intends to march to the residence of the King of England to demonstrate his party's moderation. They will march, of course, peacefully, and definitely not kill or overthrow the king. Definitely not, right? As you can see here, here's a crude drawing of Lazarus one-handing the rope of power, I guess, and the king is being like, oh no, I can't hold it. Good night, Morphinius. Sleep well, and thank you so much for being here. You don't need to map Zenless Zone Zero to play it. That means it's pretty accessible, huh? Just came here? That's good to hear. Is that image from the game? It's an image I found on the internet. It is a meme from the internet. Your Viper's at level 99, so meaning Viper for Dawn Trails out. Uh-oh. But time to be a painter, right? You're tired but good, Alex. You're excited to sink your teeth into the near-end content of Final Fantasy XIV's latest expansion. Looking forward to seeing some more Golden Idol. I'm so excited to share this with you. So, Edward Cloudsley has been using his government party to suck the age out of people he doesn't like generally. We met a young man in the previous mission, Gideon Bell, seen here. This is the young Gideon Bell. He was about 20 years old. He was also a friend of Ergin Patu, who is from the island of Lemore. But Gideon Bell was also set to be a duke, and maybe presented a political threat to Lazarus. So he, he also refused to tell... Right. Gideon Bell refused to tell Lazarus information of a secret entrance to the castle of his cousin, the Sovereign. Isn't the Sovereign, like, the king or whatever of England or something? I don't know much about that. But, of course, Lazarus wants to know a secret entrance to the castle so that when they march on the castle, he can kill the king. But this chapter we're doing right now is called A Slight Delay in the Peaceful March to the King's Castle. So we're not there yet. We're not committing regicide yet. It seems like perhaps somebody of the Brotherhood of Masks has come back. Because this is the tattoo that the Brotherhood of Masks has. It seems like somebody from them has taken umbrage against the New Order party. Hi, Smee. Good to see you. Sovereign is the king. Gotcha. And Gideon Bell is the cousin of the king, therefore he's a duke. Okay, now I get it. Oh, yes. And how was your sandwich, by the way, Pesto? The sandwich sounded amazing. On a toasted croissant? I mean, you can't get any better than that. Alrighty, here we are at, this is Nicholas Maker, who is the lawyer that we've seen all throughout this. Yes, Comrade Lazarus has not returned for several hours. Comrades Alistair and James have gone to find him. If they don't return, we will organize more search parties to find the lost. Okay. These are the Order of the Guard. Or I guess the Guard of the Order. And what is this? Is this some strange carriage run by a machine? Maybe it's like a compression machine. Ooh, this music is new and interesting. Let's turn it up. Let me know if it's too loud. How has your day been, Smee? And your sandwich was delicious? You had some sweet gherkin and kettle chips? Oh, now that is a meal. Love it. Belcher Castle. Oh, Belchester Castle, not Belcher. The party camp. The Bellwood Crossroads. Blackfield Manor. And the Cloudsley Cabin. The Lover's Islet and the Little Mermaid Inn. Damn. Being introduced to a lot of places. This is a bust of Lazarus Hearst, the proud leader of the New Order Party. Ooh, these are poison bottles from the Brotherhood. Remember they would do those secret ceremonies? Interesting. Lazarus, you took 32 things from me. I demand you to return them. If you refuse, I will make the story of your true origins known to the other party leaders. Walter Keene. 32. Walter Keene lost 32 years of his life. He had it sucked out of him by the Golden Idol. This is from Keene. Not you, Keene. Sorry about that. From Walter Keene. That's a neat car. This takes place in, like, the turn... The cusp between the 1700s and the 1800s. A lot of guns for a peaceful march, yeah. Yeah, they're definitely moderately invading the kingdom. Mm-hmm. If you refuse, I'll make true the story of your origins to the other party leaders. So Walter Keene was the one who recommended Lazarus Hearst. After Walter Keene broke into Edward Cloudsley's tent, finding him there an old man and later a young man. So Keene knows exactly what's going on with Cloudsley. I think Cloudsley's going to try to kill Keene as best as he can. At 11:30 on May 15th, meet me at the place the idol was stolen from our Brotherhood, and poor Willard Wright met his death. That's at the Mermaid Inn. Come alone and bring proof, something personal of yours, to give to the veiled woman? Tyre replied to the pigeon and release it from the cage. It will find me. Okay. WK is Walter Keene. Ambitious and inventive, but treacherous as many smart people are. James Turner. Greedy and hedonistic. Requires constant material motivation to cooperate. Alistair Coke. Pompous and vain, but being a military man, is ready to obey and ready to kill. See, you got this all wrong. This isn't a threatening regicide march. We are peaceful. The guns ensure the peace, of course. Yeah, you think it fits this might be the original electric car? That's cool, Snake. Very cool. And Just a Game Hero, you were saying you're doing Journey number 3 with Elden Ring. Very cool. Good luck. Okay. He's ready to kill. Nicholas Maker. Cowardly but dutiful. Useful up to a limit. And David Gorn. You know your man, David. Since his success in the Mermaid Inn, when he was disguised as Ash Blair, he has proven to be a resourceful and discreet professional. Yeah. So this room is Lazarus Hurst, aka Edmund Cloudsley's room. That's all we can get from this area. So back we go. There's a washing person here? This regime has to fall. It has taken everything from me. It is 12:15 p.m. This is a Navaja blade. This is this person's diary. May 15th. It's May 15th. Capital Route morning report. At 8, newfangled insurrectionist carriage passed by. At 8:30, an individual in insurrectionist uniform passes by on the new two-wheel contraption. At 10:15, 2 individuals in insurrectionist uniform pass on horses. Whoa, this person's keeping a very dutiful record of what's happening. The first car was actually an EV, funny enough. How about that? You remembered your monthly report for disability benefits the day before the deadline. Oh my god. What do you have to do to get that done, Pastel? Here's Alistair Coke. Why are you not working, you worthless piece of garbage? I am doing the same thing I saw Lazarus doing during the merit executions. This is a fake, I think. See how shoddy the runes are? Maybe he made a fake version of it. There's this slightly dented saber. Interesting. And he's trying to unrot this apple, perhaps? Which... So he's trying to do the spell. He has the runes right. This is the spell of reverse aging. Well, it's a spell of increase matter time. But there's no reaction from the stone. So it's either a false idol or it's broken. Interesting, that's what Coke is up to. Let's see what our thinking thing is doing. Oh my god! Wait a minute, that woman. This regime is to fall. It has taken everything from me. Is this woman one of Edmund Cloudsley's previous maids? Oh, frick, what was her name? Baker? Something Baker? I should just look in the, Let's take a look. She used to work in the house for Cloudsley. She used to be a maid. Here she is. She's not Lucia. She's Ada Baker. And she was a secret member of the Brotherhood of Masks. Can you borrow that spell of reverse aging for a minute? Well, first you have to suck the age out of somebody. Then you gotta blast it into somebody else, I think. But good luck figuring out how that works. Fine, you can absolutely do it. Just be ready for some consequences, probably. You Google the first car ever made, and you saw the Benz Patent Motor Wagon, which was an EV from a quick skim. Surprised you had no idea of that before. How about that? Take it back, the first car was from 1886 by what is now Mercedes. Then it was the Baker that you were thinking about. Then the Model T. Interesting. Okay, it's all done. You just had a terrifying realization that you hadn't done it yet. One of the pay stubs landed differently, so you're waiting for it and then you forgot. But it's all done now, right, Pastel? I hope so. Yeah, I had 3 wheels. Drinking water. Good reminder, Dave. Let me have a little sippy. I think that this is... Oh, I don't know about that guy. I think that this is former servant Ada Baker. Oh my god, wait, it just took us back to her? Oh, man. This just flicks through each period of time that we have successfully completed. This might be the last chapter of the Golden Idol. Okay. I'm gonna fill this in as I think. I think Lazarus Hurst went to the inn. Let me read this document because I'm pretty sure it's Lazarus Hurst. Maybe the place that idol was stolen from our brotherhood. That was the Mermaid Inn, and poor Willard Wright met his death. Come alone and bring proof. Something personal of yours to give to the veiled woman. So something, somebody, because... I'm gonna say Walter Keane. Probably wanted to get the golden idol, if I had to guess. Oh no! Uh-oh. Was that early in the morning? I goofed it. I actually don't have enough information for any of this. But I know that Walter Keane wanted that golden idol. Okay, we're gonna have to figure out more of what's going on. Anyway, back to the exploring part of things. I was like, I've solved the mystery. And I don't have enough information. Someone got killed. A man in a helmet with numerous cuts on his body, not breathing. He has a slightly dented saber with some blood on it. I think Alistair Coke must have attacked this gentleman. They fell to blows, and then, that guy's got spurs on, too, which Lazarus was wearing at some point. Okay, that's great, Pastel. It was very fast with the online system. You just uploaded some files and answered the questions. That's great, thank God. You saw this new engine produce 500 watts, and you assumed that meant the EV. Interesting. Oh, it was gas. That's fascinating. How was your nap, though? Belchester Castle, Blackfields, Crow Towers, and Woodshires. This way leads to port, and this way leads to the capital. Okay. Holy hell, this is really involved, y'all. I recognize you, that voice. It's you. Isn't it poetic that you have fallen for the same trap as you did all those years before? Strawmen are your bane. This guy is a Darkhand steward? Darkhand steward. Could that have been Walter Keane? Was Walter Keane? It was challenged to dispute. Darkhand steward. That, I think, is Walter Keane. Could it be? He was exiled from Lazarus Hurst's new order because Hurst was suspicious of him. Now you're researching something out of curiosity. It goes back even further. In 1830, Robert Anderson made a sort of carriage electronic vehicle. You struggle to call it that one a car because it was slower than walking speed and the batteries weren't rechargeable. So just kind of a proof of concept novelty. Okay, just like a wind-up toy, basically. That's a musket. Twiggy, hello! Welcome on in, folks. We are at the culmination of a mystery. If you don't want spoilers, this would be the time to dip out. But let me tell you something. Let me run you through this so you know what's going on here. Way back when, you will love this game. Have you beat it? Have you beat it yet? This game is so good. I'm obsessed with it. You came with a raid, Mush and Sean, but you have to run home. Okay, have a good walk or drive home. You have beat it and the DLC. I can't wait to get to the DLC. To recap for the Twiggy fans out there, a man, Albert Cloudsley, stole an item from a Dr. Oberon Geller. That was back in the day. One of his descendants, Sebastian Cloudsley, was researching the effects of this golden idol, right? This strange device, trying to figure out what it could do, and one of the things it can do, spontaneously combust things. Then, later, Edmund Cloudsley observes a member of a secret order using the idol to make a man spontaneously combust. He's intrigued. He wants to do that himself, right? He does he come into possession of this thing? No. He's snooping around in the secrets of the order, putting his nose where it doesn't belong, but he wants that idol for sure. He wants to find out who this Willard Wright guy is and how to get this. But the order is onto him, and they send an agent, Ada Baker, to poison him. It doesn't work out, and she actually ends up poisoning and killing his sister, Rose Kubert. But then he's on to them. Then he knows something's up. People are coming to kill me. So he goes to a cabin in the woods. I wonder if we ever found out what became of Little Pip. Oh, wait. Is Little Pip the little shrimp that was over here? I gotta see for 1 second. Now he can't be the little shrimp. Probably not the little shrimp. It kind of looks kind of shrimpy. I don't know. Anyway, forget about that. So, he's hip to them. He finds out that this guy here is Walter Keene. He's part of the secret order who's come for his golden idol. And then Edmund Cloudsley does a bit of a disappearing act. He uses his golden idol to reverse his aging. He takes the golden idol for his own. He becomes an initiate of the Brotherhood of Masks, the same folks who are trying to rob him of his golden idol. Of course, a series of robberies. But there he is, de-aged, using the golden idol. He's figured out how it works. He finds out how to do a bunch of miracles with this golden idol, a bunch of different spells. It ends up making him quite a figure of power with this secret order, call themselves the Order of the Griffin. He's the Griffin Reborn. That's not enough for him. He doesn't want to just lead this cult of weirdos that know magic. He wants instead to lead the world. So he starts off gaining power in Parliament. He ends up becoming a major political figure, the leader of the New Order Party, which gets so much power that he's then able to pass judgment on people. He uses his idol to suck the life out of folks. He absorbs years from people. He took 88 years of this young man's life, aging him to like 120 years old. And it's just sort of punishing people with these very strange infractions. You can't cry, you can't get angry. All this weird stuff, like really policing everyone's behaviors in order to take from them what he needs most. And that's basically eternal life. We are now at the point where he is trying to march to the king's residence, presumably to kill him and seize ultimate power. But something has put a wrinkle in that. Now, Twiggy, I would love to know what you were up to, and if you'd like to tell me, or if you'd like to lurk, you'd like to de-stream, totally understand. Anybody can tell me what Twiggy was up to. In fact, let me do a shout out for Twiggy. I thought I'd catch you all up in case someone didn't know what this game was, because there's a freaking lot going on in this game. So, I'll shout out, it's Twiggy, my It's cousin. Oh, Spiritfarer! I heard that game is so cozy and cute. I think this is Mr. Walter Keene. I think Walter Keene, he's a Dark Hand steward. I think this is Mr. Walter Keene right here. You love the summary, the story, and the way it's told in this game is so good. It's amazing. I'm like breathless playing this game. Every revelation, I'm like, oh my god, no. Like when we found out that he was, depending on how many demerits you got, subtracting that amount of years from your life, I was like, full on turn to camera, couldn't believe it. Spiritfarer is great. Very cozy, but also very grindy. Gotcha. I think I played a little bit of it last year for my... I did new game every day in January and in February. I'm now doing new game every Thursday, so I can space it out. Today we played a horse game today. I don't know if you've ever heard of Secret of the Magic Crystals. It is a horse game, but I would use the word game very loosely. There was a lot of brushing of the horse, and there was a lot of maybe pressing the up button or the left button to make the horse jump. And then also I tried to put a hat on my horse, and it said I had to buy the DLC, and I couldn't exit out of the menu. It just said, go buy the DLC. I couldn't back out, so we're back to this. You figured out why you love it. It's because of the passion evident. Is that so? Oh, you like it when I summarize the story? God, I'm in love with this story. It's so cool. I'm so glad you played this, Twiggy. And Twiggy, you're a big Final Fantasy XIV fan as well, if I'm not mistaken. Are you going to be playing any of that sometimes? And if I am mistaken, I'm so sorry. Let me know, actually, what's on the docket for you for the coming days. New features in the DLC, pressing the down button. Yeah, maybe getting a different horse would be great. Yes, we do play a lot of the same games. Okay, good. Just want to make sure. As it's twins, we got to have that connection. So, yes, I would love to know what you're doing for the rest of the week and more. If you have any upcoming events, let me know too. Also, if I'm talking too much and you got to lurk, again, totally fine. Feel free to do so. Damn you, you cunning devil. Arg. You will find me in the place where we two first met. There we can talk. Okay. An empty pistol and a loaded pistol. A bullet hole. So I think... Now, he got shot big time. That's a big wound. That's a shotgun wound. I think this guy was trying to shoot in here. Oh no, take me back. Take me back. A newly invented transportation device. This is a bicycle. Fun. Subtracting years reminds you of a notion to go back in time in X amount of years, but you have to remove that number of years from your life. Was that featured in some sort of narrative? You're waiting a little bit before playing the newest Final Fantasy XIV expansion. So right now you're playing Spiritfarer and Gestalt, Steam, and Cinder when it comes out. I think one of our regulars, Zifnu, was telling us about that. Is that a Metroidvania? Back then, a 1-inch bore was common for a musket. They hit very hard. And at, like, pretty much point blank NRL. A dandy cap. A bullet lodged in the wall. And a scarecrow with a hole in its head. Was this the cabin? This is the cabin. This is Edward Cloudsley's original cabin. There's the white pigeon. I admit I may have treated you unjustly for our long cooperation. I will come alone in peace so we can discuss your compensation. This is the cabin from this scene here. I'm sad we didn't get to see those dogs. There it is. There's the scarecrow wearing a dandy hat. So I think somebody was trying to kill Walter Keane. I think that probably was Mr. Lazarus. Did he get shot in the back by Lazarus? That'd be wild. It's a Metroidvania 2D platformer. That is so cool. There have been... It's such a, like, huge boon of 2D Metroidvanias. There's, like, Bow, Tale of the Turquoise Lotus or something like that. Gestalt, Steam, and Cinder. So many amazing 2D Metroidvanias are coming out. Did I play a new game today? I did. It was about horses, and it was not as much game as I would have wanted. What the heck is this game? It is a mystery game, Harmless, and I would so recommend it to you and Max. I think you two would really enjoy this game. We have gone through decades of political turmoil to get to this moment. So much mystery, so much magic. It's really cool. We might be in the final chapter, Harmless. I'm not sure, though. right now our cast of characters is getting together. This might intrigue you. I don't know if this intrigues you, Harmless. We gotta slot in nouns, conjunctions, verbs, places. I tell ya. To show you like a previous chapter, right? We'll go to the thinking section of this. We had to piece together that Peter Batley was upset to receive aphorisms in someone's will. Therefore, he had his servants sicked on the man who actually received something good. And instead of his servants successfully retrieving the idol, this man used the idol to set this man on fire. So the through line here, Harmless, is this golden idol which has been used through decades to do strange and terrible magic. And this is a case of revenge now. It's so cool. I love it so much. Okay, that notion was a wish of yours, actually, to be able to reverse stuff that you regretted, but the trade-off was losing an inch of your future. The coolest would be to see a lot of possibilities. Yeah, to see possible futures would be cool, yeah. I agree. That would be very cool. Let's see what else is going down. Whoa, what's a pile of... This is Sebastian Cloudsley's house. Now, somebody got Cloudsley's house. Someone inherited Cloudsley's house in the will. Let me see who got that. Rose Kubert got Blackfield Manor in the will. She's dead. So would that then pass to her son, Peter Batley? Oh, no, that's cousin. That's not even related. Thank you for wanting to drink some water, Just a Game Hero. I'm thinking I'm burning up steam up here. I'm cooking my noggin. An empty cannon? What the heck? Okay, a bunch of the Golden Order guys came into Sebastian Cloudsley's room and got absolutely wasted with a cannon. This is a monumental... A testate? So, it's a thing in wills. There's a testator. It's like the testate is the person who died and is saying, like, in their testimony, this is what I passed down to these people. So sometimes there's a testate and testatrix. It's like weirdly gendered for some reason. I don't know. But the testate is the person who is passing stuff along in their will. So that's a testate. It's not a sex organ. It's not a gonad. It sounds like it, though. But you don't have to worry about that in this game. There's not a lot of sex organs on display. There is a very funny pic. Can I show you something that might sell Max on this game? I don't particularly know Max's sense of humor, but I do know that Max is a funny guy. You let me know if you think Max would find this funny. That's funny to me. It's like a weird gnome sitting on a toilet. I think this is funny. So you let me know if Max thinks this is funny. This is really great. I think this is like peak art. Like, he's like a baby, but he's a gnome with a silly, and he's going, ooh, as he's pooping. He says pretty funny. Okay, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. That was regarded as crude art. So, for that, someone was punished for being in possession of it. So, that's Blackfield Manor. Wow, Peter Batley and Mary... What was her name? What was this chick's name? Mary Richards. They went into hiding. Peter Batley and Mary Richards went into hiding. And there's a horse. I have some small but pressing business to attend at the property of our late brother Sebastian, the previous Proud Beast steward. Going to his brother's house. I will be back at the camp for our 10 o'clock strategy meeting as planned. Lazarus, you bastard. And that's a heavy seal. The 7th. I believe Lazarus is the 7th. Is he the 7th Griffin? There was a seal. That seal was James Turner's previously. I don't know if it passed to Lazarus, but he had the seal previously. Someone's a running horse in the background. That gnome's skin was glossy. That was a greased up baby. That was a very greasy baby. Worry not and continue the feast, wife. Nothing will stand in my way. I will kill our enemies wherever we go. This guy is a goof. This is an almost empty whiskey flask. He's still betting money, because I guess he's still in debt. And here's Mary Richards. Dear husband, you're so brave and you have been drinking since early this morning, but what will we do now? What if the evil government men find us? You hear harp. And a book with 2 letters in it. Become the pure flower that I know you can be for me, from Edmund Cloudsley. Ugh. Gross. Barf. Hate it. Dear Mary, I know where your unworthy mate is hiding you. Soon I will free you from his dirty paws and ship him to the colonies. While you, I will put on a pedestal of sweetest praise, and you will become my ideal wife. Blech. From Edmund. Barf. How do you get the title Proud Beast and it's a reserve for LGBTQ friends only? No, it's okay. You could be a Proud Beast. To be a Proud Beast, you need to pass several rituals. Like this. This guy is a Proud Beast steward, if I'm not... Yeah, you just need to wear a red mask. If you want to. Then you gotta do the... What trial was he doing now? He did the Ritual of Inception. Okay. You gotta do snail, fire, water, and tree. So you gotta do that. Gotta do that. Eat something spicy. When you figure out what this is, you let me know, Harmless. When you know what this is, you let me know. And then, this. You gotta do that. Either wear a coat when it's hot or no clothes when it's cold. I don't know what, like, I'm a lonely fish. This fish is so alone, so yeah, when you figure that one out, you can let me know. Alright, Mary, what else you got in these letters? For you, I would fight a tiger and win. Peter Batley. 1788, March 5th. Mary, my uncle Edmund Cloudsley died in some robbery, and I am rich! Now your father will see me for the man that I am. Let's marry. But indeed, Edmund Cloudsley did not die. He just reversed his aging. Now, interestingly, instead of calling himself Lazarus Hurst in this letter, Cloudsley calls himself by his own name. Hello, Madeline Soul, how you doing? What about a low self-esteem beast? That's you. Yes, well, to do that, you still have to be a sad, lonely fish and also wear a snail on your back. That chairfish. This is fish. Just be a fish in a room. Kind of lonely. This is such a gross thing to say. Become the pure flower I know you can be for me. That is so gross and weird. I hate it. Edmund Cloudsley sucks so much, and not just because he's an evil fascist, but also because he's creepy. Mary Cloudsley, I hope to God you are safe. Do not let that man touch you. We have 2 more identities to find. Here's, what was his name? Like Oscar? All those order rats sneaky around here. This is no good. I hope they will blackmail me and bugger off. He has a large kitchen knife. He's still out here peeling these lemons. Good for him. He's been peeling these lemons since chapter 3, let me tell you. Maybe this dude is at it all day. Peeling lemons like it's his job. He also has a ring of various keys. Okay. That's Mr. Oscar. In the dandelion room is Miss Ada Baker. I knew it. And Walter... not. Maybe Walter can't... Wait, hold on now. Is that Ada Baker? Then who is that old lady who was doing washing? Do you think they'll try to kidnap the king? Me and my employer are getting out of this blasted country. She is... I thought for sure she would have been killed. She's still alive? That's Ada Baker, who was a part of the Order of the Brotherhood, who was trying to kill Edmund Cloudsley. I would have assumed that she'd be dead. I've instructed him to arrive at 11:30. So oh, she's the veiled woman. Interesting. Fascists and having weird thoughts about women name a more iconic duo, for sure. Absolutely right. What kind of snail? If you need to become any kind of snail, I think you should be the snail that you can be, Keen. But yeah, NRL, I do think fascists always have weird thoughts about women. Most likely he'll be in an Order Party uniform. If he comes alone without any backup outside, approach him. If he gives you something that belonged to the one who escaped your tonic, you can proffer him the instruction slip I gave you. Conceal your face, he may recognize you. Fascinating. And then Cloudsley gave her the veil. Oh, it's all going down, dude. Cloudsley gave the handkerchief. Do we have the handkerchief? Is that something? The embroidered handkerchief? Is that one of the things we have to say about? So-and-so and so-and-so went out to try blank da-da-da. That's not it. Is somebody dead up in this inn? Oh, I can't go up. And there's also something that says you should not drink here from the Order. I bet he's having a real tough time. Damn. I wonder if he can even serve alcohol anymore. Because drinking in excess is a sin, according to the New Order. But I heard rumors that you lost a cannon while gambling? She had a cannon? 3 Albion francs, a hand of cards, and a stiletto knife. I gotta check out her stiletto. I also didn't check out this little key or the knife. Okay. Wild. Nonsense, I'm not an idiot, but real men like us could beat those Order Party ninnies, even without any weapons. I tell ya. So she did meet Cloudsley. At the Mermaid Inn. Did she? Bring something personal of yours to give to the Veiled Woman. That's Miss Ada Baker. Okay. This game is creating new neural networks in my brain. Like, for real. Okay, we went to the inn. Now the ship is the last bit. The ship is missing a cannon. Edelgard. Do you remember Edelgard? She had a lot of political, stuff going on, I tell you. Okay, we have every clue now. We have 36 out of 36 clues, as indicated here. Now we have to find out who died and when. I know Alistair Coke is alive. Because he's over here trying to figure out how to use the golden idol. So Coke is alive. It might be helpful to solve this part, or like one of these, I don't know. So who was killed and when? Let's go back to the tent and we see the order of operations, I think, somewhere. Boy, howdy. We have all the names. I think David Gorin's dead. David Gorin and Lazarus might be dead too. Cloudsley might be dead. He might have gotten killed. I think Walter Keane finally stuck it to that old bastard. I think Walter Keane got him. I recognize that voice. It is you. Isn't it poetic that you have fallen for the same trap as you did all those years ago? No! He killed David Gorin! Get him! Get him, Keane! I think he just killed him. I think... Let's fill that in. It's gotta be in one of these things. At the cabin. Walter Keane killed David Gorin. Oh shoot, we gotta do all three. Piss. I don't know the order. Oh, beans. Man, okay, I think some folks fought over something. Jesus. I think somebody wanted to kidnap something. Or blackmail something. David Gorin got. He tried to kill Walter Keane inside this cabin where they first met. I may have treated you unjustly after our long cooperation. I will come alone in peace so I can discuss your compensation. He was supposed to give a dove. There was a bit of a dove giving thing. Where is that? Let's read about the dove. Tie a reply to the pigeon and release it from the cage. It will find me. So at half 11 on May 15th, meet me at the place the idol was stolen from our brotherhood, and Will Wright met his death. At 11, half 11, is that 11:30? That's before noon. Before noon. Meet me at the place that Willard Wright died. Willard Wright died at the Mermaid Inn. Here he is, the poor bastard's dead. Okay. At half noon, meet me there. So before noon. So-and-so and so-and-so went to try something. They went to try and find someone. Instead, they found something like the golden idol or a dead body. Must be... Maybe it was James Turner and Alistair Coke. They probably went out to try and find someone. Instead, they found the golden idol. Where did they find the golden idol? They killed Will Wright. I know, he won't ever make Spore. It stopped Spore from being made, damn it. Went back in time and got him. Oh, man. Okay. I might be getting ahead of myself, but I feel like it was Turner and Coke. We're on a different prompt. But I feel like it was Turner and Coke. But at half 11, they're supposed to meet at the inn. Bring proof of something personal. That's the handkerchief that he gives to Ada Baker, veiled woman. Okay. Did you call that morning? Not early in the morning, though. $11:30. Who is killed at 11:30? My god, my brain. How are we gonna send our fetus creature to space now? I know. Without Will Wright. Damn, a lot of people died. Damn. David Gorin's dead. Alistair Coke isn't dead. Nicholas Maker isn't dead. And I don't think he killed anybody. Mary Batty isn't dead. Neither is Peter Batty. See if you can find. Oh wait, there's also that lady who has some notes on how things have been progressing. Okay. At 8, a newfangled insurrectionist carriage passes by. At 8:30, on the new two-wheeled contraption, 8:30. Did David Gordon ride a motorcycle? Oh, sorry, a bicycle? Did David Gordon die early in the morning? I might have to write down a list of events so I can parse this with my poor little cracked open coconut. I gotta parse this in 30 minutes. Alright, let's write down all of our clues. Boy, howdy, let me tell you. You will find me the place where we two first met. There we can talk. He got him. I can't believe King was camped out in the swamp, but he got him. That's so funny. Blasted him. I will come alone in peace. We can discuss your compensation. You're gonna buy some NyQuil so you can get guaranteed sleep? Okay, good luck, Keen. I'm sorry you've been having a tough time sleeping. Alright, we're writing down notes. We're writing down notes. Oh, and the time is... It is 12:15 in the game. Current time is 12:15. Okay. 8 a.m. Carriage passes by. Okay. 8:30. One insurrectionist on a bicycle. David Gorin? Question mark? 10:15. 2 individuals on uniform pass on horses. Interesting. Now, I believe we saw he has one white horse. So Alistair Coke has a white horse, and he's an insurrectionist. And this is James Turner Seal. So these were James Turner and Coke. And I think they got into a fight, and I think Coke might be dead. I have some small but pressing business to attend to at the property of our late brother Sebastian Cloudsley, the previous Prabby steward. I will be back at camp for our 10 o'clock strategy meeting, as promised. Okay, that means 10 a.m. Cloudsley returns to camp. But we know that 11:30 he's supposed to meet. So he must have left before then. Jeepers creepers, dude. Let's see. Let's go back to camp and write down the order here. Is half 11:30 or 10:30? You have to tell me. I have no idea. Does anyone know? Half 11? Half past 11, right? 11:30. Clouds. Thank you, Mash. Alistair's coke. I don't want to talk about that guy's coke. I don't want to see that guy's coke. Cloudsley meets... At 11:30, meet me at the place the idol was stolen from our brotherhood, and poor Willard Wright met his death. He's supposed to meet. Cloudsley is supposed to meet Walter Keane at the Mermaid Inn and give a handkerchief to Ada Baker, who is veiled. Tie a reply to the pigeon and release it from the cage. It will find me. Oh, okay. The cage is empty. Then at some point, because the pigeon is still in the cage. So this pigeon, he did this. He tied his reply to the pigeon because then we find the pigeon at No. We don't find it there. We find it in the woods. Here's his reply. I have treated you unjustly after a long cooperation. I will come alone in peace so we can discuss your compensation. I think then he sends David Gorin. So then he sends his reply via pigeon. But instead of going alone, he sends David Gorin, who gets shot. That had to be after the noon. Had to be afternoon. Had to be. Okay. So I think Alistair Coke killed James Turner. I'm not sure when it is. It has to be after 10:15. It's just freaking gotta Mash. Well, where did he kill him? Where's James Turner's body? Wait a minute. Where do we find the seal? Where's the seal? Oh! Well, that's a saber. Just kind of a... That's just a dead guy, but I feel like that's Turner, probably. Does he have the seal? No. The seal is with Peter Batley. And it's on the horse. Lazarus had some small but pressing business to attend to at the property of our late brother Sebastian. So... was he on the carriage? He was on the carriage. That means Lazarus goes to... Somebody lost just too much information in my brain and it hurts. There's too much information in my brain and it hurts so bad. I heard rumors you lost a cannon while gambling. My brain hurts. I am not an idiot. I heard you lost a cannon while gambling. I'm not an idiot. My brain. Somebody's ship lost a cannon. Was that guy a ship guy? Who the hell are you? Who is this guy? John Brake, do you have a ship? My brain! My brain hurts. Okay. Where did he kill this guy? Where's the body? Where's the damn body? This is a bunch of guys who got killed. I have a matter to attend to at Sebastian's house. Did Lazarus kill a bunch of his own men? With the cannon? But he couldn't have gotten the cannon until 11:30 when he met the gal to play cards, right? Did it say on their table when they played cards? My brain is so full of things. Also, Walter Knott is here for 2 days. That's gotta be Walter Keane. Ada Baker's here for 2 days as well. And there's no indication how long these folks have been playing cards. I absorbed the beacon. I guess is there more stuff to write down? Walter Knott? James Turner's dead. The dude's dead. David Gorin's dead. James Turner is dead. Walter Keane can't have died at noon, but he could have killed somebody. I'm sorry. Lazarus Hearst could have killed somebody. Who's left to kill? Peter Badley's alive. Mary Batley's alive. Nicholas Maker is alive. Lazarus Hearst is alive. Then who got killed? Who killed? Did Peter Badley finally kill his uncle? I will kill our enemies wherever we go. Somebody's dead in the dang woods. I think that's James Turner. So where is this? This weird crossroads. Somebody got killed here. This is for the last of this game. I am busting this case wide open, NRL. It's driving me to madness, though. Can you kill somebody in the forest? Castle Camp Crossroads. Got it. Somebody got killed at the crossroads. Boom. Alistair Coke killed James Turner at the crossroads. So before noon, Turner and Alistair Coke went to try and find someone. Instead, they found the idol at the something. On the way back, they started a fight over it. Where did they find the idol? Let me just jam some words in here. Maybe they went to find... Who are they told to find? They were definitely told to find something. We did a strategy meeting. Had a strategery meeting. Lazarus has not returned for several hours. Alistair and James have gone to find him. Several hours, huh? Maybe he did die. I'm busting this case wide open like the Jacko pose. That is absurd. need more time. Who got absolutely freaking blasted at Sebastian Cloudsley's house? Somebody died at Cloudsley's house. Early in the morning. And maybe I need to find some stuff. Let's just... Maybe they wanted to find Peter Badley. That's super wrong. Okay. Early morning, so-and-so went to the place to verb so-and-so because so-and-so wanted to verb the item. In the before noon, Turner and Alistair Cook went out to try and something to verb so-and-so. Instead, they found the golden idol somewhere. Probably not at camp. Let me put in, like, maybe they went to find Mary Badley. Okay, a lot of this is wrong. However, maybe they didn't find it at camp. Okay, we have the camp, the cabin, the this, the damn that, and the every damn thing. I need to beat this game tonight. Bellwood Crossroads. What were they off to do? What was their mission? Is try and something or other? You thought it was try too? I'm not sure. Good question, Harmless. Try. Yeah, I think it's colloquial syntax, so it's allowed. It should be try to do something, but it's try and. You know. We're still piecing this together. Getting these pieces one by one. Why are you not working with this piece of garbage? I'm doing the same thing I saw Lazarus do during the Merit executions. He has goofed up this golden idol. There's a dead body. Kill with a saber. Numerous cuts. You got chopped the hell up. This has got to be David Gordon. You will find me in the place where we two first met. There we can talk. That was the reply from Walter Keane to Edmund, and then Edmund sent David Gordon instead. That beautiful pigeon. Still looking for a little bit. We just need. We're missing pieces of info. I need time stamps. I have a small but pressing business to attend at the property of Sebastian. So, in the morning, Lazarus Hurst went to the manor to do something to someone because someone wanted to do something to an object. So why was Lazarus at Sebastian's house? Why would he be at Sebastian's house? I'll be back at camp for the meeting. Why are you at Sebastian's house? This doesn't make any damn sense. He has a cannon here and a bunch of mangled corpses of his own men. Did he? Maybe that's Lazarus and his boys. But why is he at this house? He got absolutely blasted with a cannon. Proper blasted with a cannon. Yeah, this little piggy went to the market, but why? You know? At the inn. He had to have survived that, though. I don't think Lazarus died there. Because he went to the manor successfully. Did he leave the cannon there? He had to have. When, though? Did he go early in the morning to the inn, win a cannon? That's nuts. I mean, he had to have. So, okay. And where's the word cannon in here? There's no word cannon. Okay. Man, this is a very Spaceballs moment. It is. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a hint. I'm going to access the hints. Let's earn one. Darn it, I clicked away from it, my bad. Let's earn a hint. I tell you. Lothar, where are you? Alistair. Peter. A harp. A tankard. A watch. A pipe. Hey, where's Pip at? Where do you think that boy is? A fan. Miss Annie. Ms. Rose. And an inkpot. Yes, I'm so grateful because the hinting doesn't just say like this guy did it, you know? Okay, I'm pretty clear on what happened at the cabin. I'm pretty clear what happened at the crossroads. I'm decently okay on the chronology, but why did he go to the manor? Imagine this, my friend. Someone important may have died here. But why would that person come here? To understand that you must untangle the mystery at the cabin. It may lead you to important revelations about the identity of this someone and his ambitions for romance. Did Lazarus die? Impossible. Did he die in the early morning? Who killed? Did Batley kill him? There's no way. There's no way. Peter Batley killed his uncle? You're kidding me. And she did say, you've been drinking since early in the morning. Nothing will stand in my way. I will kill our enemies wherever we go. Holy crap, Peter Batley, you little squirrely bastard. That's so nuts. He for real just killed his uncle. I don't even know if he knows if Lazarus Hurst is his uncle, but he killed his uncle. And Batley got the manor. Batley was living in the manor with his wife. Holy crap. Lazarus, you stupid bastard. You died to Peter Batley. That is so great. That is the funniest thing in the world. Lazarus Hurst, Edmund Cloudsley, the man of magic and myth, a supreme leader of a secret cult, got blasted with a freaking cannonball. Because he wanted to steal his cousin's wife. It's so funny. I'm so glad this guy got killed. You will become my ideal wife. Get wrecked, Lazarus. You're so freaking dead. Whoa. Hilarious. This man would die in this way. Literally, he's been like sucking people's life out of them to attain immortal youth, and he got freaking killed. Now, it's not... I think the idol should be destroyed because it's really screwing up a lot of stuff, but like, I don't know. This is like the funniest turnout. This is the funniest turnout. They weren't trying to find Mary Batley. They were trying to find Lazarus Hearst. Instead, they found something at this place. Not the camp at the crossroads, maybe? At the crossroads. They found something. This is right. Turner and Koch went to find Lazarus Hearst. Instead, they found something at the crossroads. Maybe it's dead body. No, it's the golden idol. So where did they find... Alright, let's keep swapping it. Not the castle, not the camp, not the islet, not the inn. Did he find it at the manor? He did. He took... Right. Of course he would take the golden idol to the manor. He was going to destroy Peter Batley with it. They got the idol. They went back to camp. They fought at the crossroads, and Turner killed... No, I'm sorry. Koch killed Turner. Okay. It turns out any age is the right age to be blown up by a cannon for sure. It's really hard to... You can't magic your way out of that. Not in a quick moment. That's so nuts. He did kill his uncle for love. He did. He defended his wife. This is so nuts. I'm saying Hearst went to the manor to probably kill Peter Batley because... Or kidnap so-and-so because... wanted to do the what? I don't know about this one. But it has to do with Hearst and Batley and Mary. Oh. He wanted to have the ideal wife. Lazarus Hearst wanted to have the ideal wife. So he wanted to kill Peter Batley. Oh, it's close. Lazarus Hearst went to the manor to kill Peter Batley because Lazarus Hearst wanted to have the ideal wife. Maybe he wanted to kidnap Mary Batley. Man. The narrative is out of control. Okay. Last but not least, the murder at the cabin. Let's head to the cabin. His old perversion, that fascist's old perversion, got his ass, man. You'll love to see it, honestly. You'll love to see it. Okay, now we have a murder here. Gorin. Okay, so Lazarus Hearst was supposed to meet Walter Keane at this cabin. Instead, Hearst, aka Cloudsley, sent David Gorin, his longtime man, his fall guy. So David Gorin went to the cabin to probably kill Walter Keane, if I had to guess. Because I'm guessing the golden idol. So tried to blackmail Walter to kill Walter. No. Oh no, Walter Keane tried to blackmail Lazarus Hearst. I'm gonna say Gorin went to kill Keane. Okay. There's a little bit that's wrong. Just 2 things. Just 2 things are wrong and I'm done this chapter. I feel like I have Jimmy Neutron brain blasted, dude. 2 things are wrong. That means 2 slots. Now we could switch. That's super not right. Okay. David Goren went to the cabin to kill Walter Keene. Well, one thing could be wrong too. David Goren went with the intention to kill Keene. He had 2 loaded guns, one of which he fired. Because Keene tried to blackmail Hearst to get back his golden idol, right? Go back to camp. See the message that he sent. You took 32 things from me. That was his life, his years. So it's lost years. It's not the idol, it's his life. Because Lazarus Hearst was using the golden idol to steal life away from people and give it to himself. So Walter Keene had 32 infractions, which were mostly like being emotional, things like that. He was doing the least amount that one could possibly do that one would think is punishable, and yet he got some of those severe infractions to the point where he was kicked out of the order. So he had his stolen years. Now this is Peter Batley, who's drunk and blasting his uncle with a cannonball. Do you think he figured it out? Before storming the king's castle with the Order Party, Lazarus Hearst led his men to Sebastian Cloudley's old manor in order to kidnap his long-lost love, Mary Batley, née Richards, who was hiding there with her husband, Peter Batley. Upon entering the manor, Lazarus and his troops were confronted by a drunk Peter and the cannon he had won while gambling. Peter blew up Lazarus, breaking the idol, and then fled the scene. I'm so glad that dumb bastard got blown up. Down with virtues! Down with virtues! Hey, weren't you with the Order Party? Oh, no. I was never part of that ghastly organization. I can take this gilded trinket for scrap metal. You can have 3 sous for it and call yourself lucky. This guy gets the idol, huh? Coke sells the idol, huh? Just some guy. It's still around. Ugh. It's so good, Gish! The art is so good! It's so unique. I love it so much. Yes! Before 9 p.m. I've beaten this game. You know I gotta do this DLC though. This was so awesome, dude. This... I honestly feel like when I'm describing this game, I'm like, okay guys, Chungor Bim tried to nerf the Zorch, but then his uncle, Flem, like, totally redubbed the Bud Bubble. Like, his name was so dumb. The stuff they do is so, like, unbelievable that I feel like explaining it to you makes no sense. But, like, I'm having so much fun. Like, hearing me explain this game must feel like having a stroke. I'm like, yo, he was trying to de-age guy by stealing their year, and then, like, it's cool, man. Developed by The Color Gray. Harmless, look at that. Look at that. Is that your exact shade right there? You haven't seen this game till now. Gish, get into it. It is a very cool point-and-click adventure. This is so cool. You explaining current Final Fantasy XIV content to anyone who hasn't played it, or anyone who hasn't played it since, like, probably Endwalker. You're like, oh my god. You remember that cat boy, Bing Bang Flim Flam? Well, guess what? He went back into... I don't know what happens, okay? I have literally no what happens in Dodge Rail. Epilogue? Oh, you guys got me. Those bastards at the color gray, you got me. I gotta see what's going on in this epilogue. The grand vision of a better world. Alright, before I wrap things up. No! No way! What is this? Mind control? Wait. Oh, that's him de-aging. Interesting, okay. Did they sacrifice some of their years for him, I wonder? Did he have a mind control? This is him de-aging, I think. Donate to a veteran who lost his leg in the noble defense of his homeland. Oh, man. Donate what to a veteran? Oh, man. What's all this? Oh, not Pip. Is that Pip? Jesus Christ. Jesus H. Christ. Okay, I have to do this next time. Well, after a long day of like a medical visit and playing the horse game and going to IKEA and then coming back and learning that the horse game folks made this game, Max Mozart, that's coming out soon. What is this epilogue? What is this? Is he back? Is Cloudsley back? What happened? Wait, hold on. I can fill this in a little bit. Hold on. Stop the music. I can fill it in a little bit, okay? I can fill it in a little bit, okay? Edmund Cloudsley. Hold on. Just hold on, okay? Use the idol to make himself young and infiltrated the Order. No, the Brotherhood. Under the new identity of Lazarus Hearst, obviously. He then claimed to be the Griffin Reborn. And transformed the Brotherhood into the Order Party. During one attempt, so-and-so was captured and so-and-so convinced him to join his side. I think Walter Keane? No. I think Edmund Cloudsley was captured. I'm wrong! Hold on. I'm right! Give me one more minute, y'all. I can't wrap this up yet. I can't wrap this up. No, this is me tomorrow. Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna wake up like... Yeah. Okay, y'all. I love that weird little chihuahua. We can't wrap it up yet. I can solve this because I understand everything. And tomorrow I've got to play zombie games, so... So-and-so left the so-and-so to so-and-so's will, but then so-and-so on somebody's order stole it and accidentally stabbed somebody. The Brotherhood tasked something with blank to punish blank and recover the blank, but his attempts were fruitless. I mean, Sebastian Cloudsley. We know this. We know this. Sebastian Cloudsley left the idol to the Order, no, the Brotherhood, in his will. But then, David Gorin on Cloudsley's orders. Stole the idol. And now, did he accidentally stab Willard Wright? Accidentally is wild. The Brotherhood. Did it zoom in? I hope to God not. Tell me it didn't. We're good. Okay, the Brotherhood tasked Walter Keene to punish Edmund Cloudsley and recover the idol. I'm good, dude. I'm speedrunning this epilogue. Okay? This I don't remember the the Brotherhood Master so-and-so and so-and-so helped. So-and-so seized power. Okay, well, Coke and Turner. Lazarus Hearst seized power in the country, forced the rule of virtues by taking youth away from the common people and giving it to the Order Party members. Right before the final showdown with the uncooperative king, Hearst wanted to kidnap Mary Batley, but was shot by Peter Batley, and the idol was broken. See, I perfectly understand your video game. I don't need an epilogue, okay? I don't need an epilogue. Anyway. Here's all goofed up. I 100% understood this game. I don't need a clarification. But thank you for it. I appreciate it because it let me flex a little bit. This is such a good game. We're going to do the DLC for sure. How about when I beat Paper Mario, which might be this upcoming Tuesday? I want to do the DLC. I'm going to beat the hell out of this game. I did the mechanic correctly. Exactly. I'm so happy, man. This game makes me very happy.